Just be aware of the 6-inch inseam, or you will end up in trouble like Keith Merrick, the only guy to ever be asked to change his shorts.
Our next question is an important one. All you underclassmen will definitely want to pay attention to this one. The question is, what can I do to impress the ladies?
Well, you could sign yourself out of class to go tanning, like Ben Hollerbach and Reed Lukes do.
You could try out for Junior American Idol, singing Good Morning Beautiful like TJ Davis did. You didn't make the cut.
No. Breakdancing impresses the ladies too, but it can be dangerous. Keith Merrick pulled a bunch of tendons in his wrist breakdancing, and his mom was so concerned, she seriously offered to pay for hip-hop lessons.
I wonder if Keith's mom's the one who taught him how to shave his legs.
I'm sure she is. I knew it wasn't there.
I probably wouldn't be following Keith's lead when it comes to the ladies, though. When he asked a freshman to prom, the whole government class had to plan his date because he couldn't handle it. And he can't seem to keep a girl interested unless she's stalking him for 3 hours at Brainstorm Park.
Maybe the key to getting the ladies is a great outfit, like Ashley Robinson's prom date. A big cowboy hat and a tux with no shirt work for her.
At least that guy's tux fit. Alex Harmon didn't bother to try his tux on when he picked it up, and then when he was getting dressed, he found out that his pants were too small. So he went back to Glicks, and he said, "Please, can you fix it?" And they said, "Well, we can try to resize it, but I hear that the only reason that he actually had pants for prom is because the mannequin pants fit him."
Lucky, lucky, lucky. Or we could go with TJ Davis's fashion sense. He had bleach stains on his shirt, and so he just cut them out. He figured holes were going to be better than bleach stains, although I wonder what his sister thought because it was her shirt.
It's kind of weird that he's wearing her shirt.
I know. You know, seriously, that is 2 strikes against TJ. Why does he have a girlfriend? Oh, come on, you were all thinking it.
Some girls like a man in uniform. Just ask McKenna Osborne about her old policeman fantasy.
Wait, McKenna?
Yeah, McKenna.
I thought that was a story about Morgan Beeler.
I don't know. Apparently only a few of them know about that.
Only a few.
The most important thing, though, I guess ladies and gentlemen, is to be aware of universal girl language.
Very important.
Universal girl language is what girls do to communicate things to you without actually saying them. And Travis Hunt, I had to explain to him universal girl language. He had a girlfriend, and his girlfriend was walking down the hall with her hand like this, down by her side, and here's Travis, like, he doesn't get it. Hello? So I had to go to Travis and say, "Travis, when a girl walks with her hand down by her side that's between you, she would like to hold your hand."
So how did it go with that girl?
They're not going out anymore. So I don't think he learned a whole lot about universal girl language.
So. But you know, at least Travis has got the girls, because Tyler Hunt, Walmart on Friday night with your parents is not a date. Now, our next question ties in here because this one was, how do I get out of an undesirable relationship?
I hear technology is the way to go these days. Joey Friendo broke up with a girlfriend through email.
Obviously, he wasn't in love with her.
Apparently, it hadn't been 3 weeks yet. And Trevor Bacon broke up with Beth Wilcox via Facebook message. He didn't even have the courtesy to do it chat.
Of course, you know, we do need to remember that Trevor Bacon is the one who got a score of 0 on personality when he was doing an interview for a summer internship. True story.
It's not only the guys who are using the technology to break up. TJ, again, got dumped over MySpace during sophomore year.
But you know, I stopped feeling sorry for TJ once I heard the story about him setting up 2 dates for homecoming freshman year, Abby Hines and Taylor Moon.
Yeah, well, I question the smarts of Taylor and Abby after they got lost at the pyramids in Mexico.
But according to Abby, she did get 2 really sweet t-shirts while she was lost.
And Taylor, oh Taylor, she thought the Winter Olympics were held in Vancouver, Brazil, and that Billy Madison was a candidate for Supreme Court Justice.
All right, oh good, now we have an academic question. I'm struggling with science, don't we all? Where can I get some help?
I think if you'd like serious help, I'd check out James Hay or Tara Weaver. I hear they're good science students.
Excellent choices. I wouldn't go with Andy Kristiniak, though. I mean, Mr. Gleason had to stop in the middle of class to ask him, Andy, are you eating paper? And Andy's reply, no, I'm chewing paper because I didn't have any gum. No.
Well, don't go to Ben Hallerbach because he can't even cheat correctly. He once copied cotangent, C-O-T, as 10T off Reed Lukey's paper. No genius there.
And if you need astronomy help, Christy Preble is not your girl. In the middle of a discussion about elliptical orbits, she asked, what do we orbit around?
And if you're wondering, the answer is the sun. And McKenna Osborne thinks rockets poke holes in the ozone layer, so she's no science whiz.
And Emily Zart thinks hedgehogs are baby porcupines. Biology is not restrained.
Animal science can be tricky, though. Zach McGinn spotted all those coops for the calves outside a dairy farm one day and said, wow, those people sure have a lot of dogs.
And you know, human biology can be tricky too, but you'd at least think that Eric Twigg would know which parts he has. He once claimed that he was going to get his tubes tied at age 18.
Tyler Smith says this is why Eric is his best friend.
And Keith Merrick still doesn't know why this is funny.
But Keith does understand the experimental method. I mean, if you want to know how a dog's shock collar feels, you've got to try it out for yourself.
Absolutely.
More than once.
Not so much. Next one. This is another big concern. I'm worried I won't pass driver's training. Any advice?
Don't worry about it. If Emily Hicks can pass, you'll have no problem. That girl has 2 dents in the back of her Durango, one on the left side from the pole at the Wesco in Fremont, and one on the right side from the pole at the Wesco in White Cloud. Just stay away from White Cloud, or Wesco, you'll be fine.
Unless you need gas, then go to Wesco, please. You're going to end up running out of gas in your driveway like Ben Blamer.
But before you even start driving, take your time getting in the vehicle safely, or you'll end up like Christy Preble, missing the running board and ending up flat on your back in the Walmart parking lot. Twice, within 2 minutes.
And make sure you know where your keys are. Don't do something dumb with them, like throw them away at Taco Bell, Tyler Smith.
Or give them to her.
Or give them to me. You'll never see those again.
Heather Warfield locked her keys in a running truck.
Oh, but Matt Rusko has the best lost keys story. He was looking for his keys, he found them, started up the car, and then kept looking for them.
Next question. I'm new to town. Is there anything I can do to transition easier?
Well, first of all, don't let the size of Fremont overwhelm you. It's a big, 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 big place. I mean, even the people who have lived here for a long time can get lost. That's why Rachel Voigt uses a GPS to get to Pathfinder.
And don't confuse the local Amish people with pilgrims, right, Allisonburg?
If you're into gaming, we have a pretty big group of gamers here. I mean, if you're into Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, yeah, you hear them? Yeah, see, we've got a lot of duty heads ready to go.
Or you could just hide out in your house playing World of Warcraft for 3 days straight, 40 hours worth, like Hunter Blake did over spring break. That is commitment.
Or an addiction.
You also need to realize that we have quite a few exchange students at FHS. But Ben Blamer, where are you, Ben Blamer? Mario Garza is not an exchange student. So stop asking him why he bothered to get his driver's license.
You know, really it comes down to this. If you need anything at all, just find one of us teachers.